superleaguepod@gmail.com if you want to send us an email about anything, if you want to ask for links to the surveys, for example, that sort of stuff. Superleaguepod.com is where you'll find the blog post, which will have all of these details. Search for the show on Spreaker or Apple Podcasts, Leaguecast Android app, Podcast Addict, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, which I've not written down here, YouTube, we're on there, rugbyleaguemedia.com, loads of places. If wherever you found us this week isn't ideal, go and find us somewhere else, and please tell your friends about it too. In terms of our sponsors, do you want to read through our partner sponsors and give them a plug, David?
I've just shut the bloody thing down.
I'll read it out then. Rob's Toy Shop. Enter SLP discount on checkout at Rob's Toy Shop and eBay and get 5% cash back on orders over £5, plus give 1% cash back to SLP. Now, Rob's Toy Shop do pet toys as well as toys, and they also do stationery and things like that. So, check them out for going back to school times as well as presents for children. Little Warden, they deal with website issues, so if you have a website, go to littlewarden.com and see what they can do for you. I've got their old tagline here, monitoring the tedious. I think it's something about vital alerts for hidden issues now. Mascot Browns, for all your international rugby league gear, we all know who Mascot Browns are. Use the link shown on our episode blog post and we can get 8% off your order value to help with our running costs. I'm sat there in a Mascot Browns top bought from Mascot Browns right now, in fact.
Very swanky new GB gear there, Mark.
Yeah, I think that's only in the US store. I need to get onto in the Aussie store, so I need to get onto Steve and Phil and see if I can have a cut of sales through those websites, because we do have listeners in those locations.
Yeah.
Sarah's Bookcase sells Usborne books. That's the title sponsor of this episode and one of our partner sponsors too. You got access to over 3,000 titles for all range of age groups. There's something for everyone. Find out more on Facebook. Search for Sarah's Bookcase. You can make a donation as well to support SLP. PayPal.me/SuperLeaguePod. We do appreciate all donations. That's pretty much all we've got. I mean, we've covered loads. This is going to be the longest show of the year. Thanks, Warrington fans and Catalans fans. You've really, and players and staff. You've given us a lot to talk about. We didn't even talk about the bollocks of blaming the referee by the coaches. But actually, let's touch on it just for one sec. I don't think Mac Banana blamed the referee. I think he was having a go at Warrington's coach.
He was. It was Price that blamed. It was Price that blamed the referee.
Yeah.
It was Price that said that the control wasn't what he was expecting, and that when somebody asked him was he making a link between the two, he said, "I think you've answered your own question."
Yeah.
So I thought that was out of order, to be honest.
Well, you'd think that your captain would be the person who should be controlling your team on the field, and he was arguably the most out of control at times. So
yeah. Being the usual grub, or being the grub that sadly he seems to have become.
Anyway, that's where we'll leave it this week. We couldn't leave it anywhere else but the mess of Perpignan. Hopefully we don't have any more negative storylines like that to talk about as the season continues. And thank you for listening again. Thank you, David, for your first co-hosting gig as well. I hope you've enjoyed it.
I really have.
And until you hear from us next time, keep listening to Super League Pod, your favourite rugby league podcast.